Recording.
Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Wait, the stream or the podcast?
Stream, both. It's the same thing.
What? Why is it an orc?
Last question. You don't know that card?
Why are you showing off World of Warcraft right now?
That's the next theme set.
Blizzard, he's onto us.
Magic and Blizzard.
Oh, damn.
We'll do. Oh shit! This didn't update.
We knew mine first.
No, it's last week's.
Title? The title.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying we can go with mine first, because I don't think mine's gonna be very long.
It could be.
Or it could not be.
I was originally having it be mine, his, and then yours.
Oh, you want to do it with mine? That's fine. We can do it that way. I want to just get over with, so I don't have to remember anything.
You have to remember everything.
Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Karaoke.
Which is weird. I really like that song. Like even when it came out back in the day.
The Dirtbag one?
Yeah.
Or the 2007 Batman?
Latest Teenage Dirtbag, One Hit Wonder.
I don't know if I've heard that
the
song.
The music video has the girl from American Pie in it.
Mm.
Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. Well, I got two tickets to Iron Maiden. Come with me Friday, don't say maybe.
This is the waiting room in the podcast.
Call Me Maybe?
She's changed.
Better? Worse? You mean like music style?
Everything.
I don't even know.
The call me. Wait, call.
Yeah, they Call Me
Friday.
Maybe. Carly Jepsen?
Oh.
Oh, you Rebecca Black.
Yeah. Is that who? Was that the
I don't know
song?
if that's her real name. It's called I think just Friday. I think it's called.
It's Friday.
Friday, 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 Friday.
And that creepy guy that produced the song.
Oh yeah,
behind the bus.
Beep beep. He's in every one of their videos. Every other young girl videos. He's fucking.
Your phone restarted.
No, I updated it.
Ah.
No worries.
Welcome back to another episode of the Weekly DSC. I'm one of your hosts, Kurosh, always by my co-host Dan Vargas
Corona time.
and Dan Jang.
Doot 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 doot
Doot doot. And if you're not familiar with us, we come to you each and every week to podcasting services of your choice from podcasting tables and stations of our choice. We talk about nerdy stuffs, comics, games, movies, everything in between. And we try to have fun. We hope you have fun with us. We each bring a topic to the table, and we share those topics. We discuss those topics. We speculate on those topics. We antagonize Samus sometimes with those topics.
Go that way, maybe. Coach.
Oh, okay. She's waiting for her moment to strike. But yeah, this is episode 286 of the podcast. For those that aren't familiar, we are on podcasting services, yes, but we are also on Twitch. We stream. We are in video form. You can find us at twitch.tv/theweeklydlc. And we have a YouTube channel as well. It's in progress on having more of the video content on there. We have a lot of our backlog on there, but I gotta update a lot of that. So stay tuned there. But one of the videos you can find on there is our D&D episode 284. So if you want to check that out on our podcast or on the YouTube, you can check that out. You can see what we went through, what our three characters went through. And yeah, it was a good time. It was a fun time. Friend of a show, Tal Cape Brigade, Jay, who's the Dungeon Master.
Sorry. SpongeBob at the beach.
Oh my God. We stay up to date with all the latest memes and jokes. We make sure we watch Transformers in the year 2007, instant classic. But yeah, just wanted to share a bunch of that. Just want to give a little tout. You might be wondering, 286 episodes. How good are these guys? I'll tell you how good we are. We're 5 stars on all notable podcasting services, especially iTunes. One of the few 5-star podcasts on iTunes. So,
have you seen the metrics? Because I know you mentioned it once when we converted.
Oh, with the new one?
On the new one, I need to check, but it's gone up. I know last time I saw viewership and episode growth went up a little bit, but I don't know if it's been stable or growing or decreasing. So, thank you for that. We're on some new. Actually, someone reached out to me.
What the?
I don't know how suspect it is or not, but they were like.
It says, hey, check out my page for more followers.
It was an email. It says, hi, we want the voices behind the weekly DLC on Wisdom. Top badge for the weekly DLC. I'd like to offer you the top badge, our highest badge, if you join us. It's a place to meet, share. It's our equivalent of the Twitter blue check mark.
I don't like it.
It seems shady to me.
Sounds shady.
But it was like a form, like it didn't have links or anything, so I was like, okay, it doesn't look too shady. I just hadn't looked into what top badge was. So, but we're being solicited. That's always a sign of fame. Being infamous is just as important as being famous, as the 3 amigos have taught me anything. And we have a dancing bush somewhere.
I learned from Fortnite, you always shoot the bushes.
Always shoot the bushes. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to be talking about tournaments of various kinds. We're going to be talking about the ascension of Fortnite and what awaits it in the halls of Valhalla. Emotes probably. New emotes. And lastly, we're going to be talking about Gamescom and their opening night. It's still going at the time of this podcast for numerous days. It'll be ending, I think, Sunday. But between now and then, there have been already several announcements. We're going to discuss them, go through them. So before we get into that, we're going to start with how everyone's doing. Vargas, take us away. Well, how's your week been?
How has my week been? Work has been busy. I've been trying to catch everything up so that they don't trip when I leave.
Vacation time.
Just out of nowhere, just bloop, gone. No, I'm just kidding. I put my time on.
Is it? Wait, 2 days.
Next week.
Well, Monday is a holiday, so.
Oh yeah, it is. I forgot. You're right.
So I have 2 days. I have Friday and Tuesday.
Dang, not
Oh,
me.
Tuesday.
Go in hardcore.
Dang. I just want to be lazy, dude. I want to arrive, rest, wake up, rest more. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah. But what? I don't know. I've just been reading more manga.
Will we see
manga? Hot
Marm at PAX?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think what's gonna happen. I feel like it'll be bittersweet. We will and we won't. Hot Marm will be there, but it'll be when he's like, I'll meet up with you guys, and we're like, some crazy fucker just happened. I was like, that was you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
there's a TikTok. There's a TikTok. Where's this Vargas? What the fuck?
Some dude just made an account on a new game and beat the whole thing. No.
Just
at the Blizzard booth. What the fuck?
I'm over here, guys. No. Yeah, I haven't done much.
No
I've been
games?
prepping. No. I played. What did I do? I played. It's one of the free games on PlayStation 5.
Rumbleverse?
No.
Stray?
No, not one of the newer games. It's one of the ones that's part of the subscription. It's
Is it a retro?
It's not that old. It's
Okay.
Probably PS4. It's kind of like a free roam game. Bound by Flame? Bound by Flame?
Flamebound.
I think it's Bound by Flame.
Okay.
And I played maybe an hour of it. Pretty cool. Okay. It's like an invasion of aliens, and you start out just being able to fight with melee, and then you get powers, and you can start fighting them with powers. And then I also played more Returnal.
Oh, okay.
Very good. I can't fucking holy hell. So I beat the game once, and then it opens up even more. You get more sections, more enemies.
Oh shit!
I can't fucking. Oh my god, dude! That next area, it's a spot where it's very easy to get to the next area now, but it's a room that has essentially 4 like areas you can go into. One is a secret room that I've already unlocked. The other 3 are rooms that are random, and you need to find a key to unlock the main door, which I'm assuming is going to be the boss. But I cannot beat the end of these rooms to get that fucking key. It's just it's so difficult for me. It's one of them. It's like these weird alien things that teleport right to you and do a swing. It's like the very first boss. They're kind of like that. And bro, I cannot time the dodge, dude. So like I go in there already like beat up from like just trying to get to this point, and it'll see me teleport, boom, and I'm like, how the fuck can I not get the timing down on this? And yeah, and so I've tried multiple times. I've done the other side, and I got closer to that one. I did get the key, but then I go this way, and it's just I get obliterated every time. But it's fun. I like that difficulty. I just haven't like gotten this. I think my mind in the place to like really go into it. I think I'm afraid of just like hopping in like I've normally done with all these games. But fun and planning packs, just setting up, getting my bag ready, putting things in the bag. Yeah.
Nice. Jang, what have you been up to?
I bought something really expensive for my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Supreme.
Did it arrive?
Hey, oh, yeah.
An e-girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the ego. Not the ego.
Flip it. Got him. I know there's an E in front of it.
Bought a scooter. That shit is fucking heavy as fuck. My
gonna be buff as fuck.
biceps are fucking sore. Yeah. So it's like 40 pounds.
You're supposed to ride it.
Yeah, I know, but then like it's expensive, so I don't want to like
drag it,
leave it outside. Yeah. So I
take it
when
over.
I carry it with 2 hands. Okay. And whew, it's a work, and I'm out of shape. That shit is fast. Like to me, 10 miles per hour is fast. That thing goes 18 miles per hour. I'm like, I'm not. I don't want
a helmet and stuff.
No, I should. And I'm like so against like. I don't like wearing a helmet. Now, I'm not saying I'm against it. I don't like wearing helmets, but then it's like I don't have to worry. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about getting hit by something and falling. That's like a car or something.
You're not trapped in here with me.
But shit, it made quality of life of getting to my car a lot easier.
Nice.
It's fat. And the thing I don't like about it is it's 10-inch wheels. So it's like kind of really high up. So a lot of when you're walking, trees don't hit. I had to always go like down.
But it like the big wheels allow for a smoother ride.
Yeah, you can bumpy. Yeah, I don't know. Like I mean, I plan on going to the beach with it. It has a 40-mile range.
So damn. Let me know.
It's fucking heavy.
Let me know. Hey,
in the wintertime.
This weekend is cycling LA, dude.
This weekend is.
You guys can cycle to me.
So Sunday, I did not go to Ciclovia because I went to bowling. I was fucking sore.
Damn.
From bowling?
Yeah, dude. And so it was a combination of that and that. My body, I wanted to go to Ciclovia. And plus, because it's Hollywood Boulevard, they closed down. So Ciclovia is an event where they close down the street in LA and they make it open to. It's supposed to be bikes, but people run, skateboard. You're not supposed to have electric bikes, but I see people break the rules. Like I'm pretty sure there's electric scooters.
I think the thing is that there was a huge fad for e-bikes, so I'm pretty sure like this. If anything, this time was like it was probably really big with that.
Yeah, but I wanted to go because it was Hollywood Boulevard, and that's pretty cool. A couple times I went. It's a really cool event. I wish they did it. Where they close streets. This may sound weird. Close streets maybe like once a month, just to open it to bikes and stuff. But
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be wild.
Yeah, it's especially LA.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, but the way they have it set up is like it's not like they close down the streets. Sometimes, I mean, they close down the main street, but there are points where cars still have to go through, not like on the street, but they had to go perpendicular.
They go through.
So they stop. It's crazy protection cops everywhere. They stop you, and then they go, okay, bicycles.
Damn.
Bicycles. But like the thing I don't like is like some people don't really have etiquette when it comes to like riding. It's like, man, bro, dude, like
It's like traffic.
yeah, or movie theaters.
Or movie.
Yeah.
On the phone while riding a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I should wear a helmet, but I don't. I trust in myself, but it's not me that I'm worried about. It's someone hitting me, and yeah, I don't know how their liability insurance works because I think someone fell, hit her head, and she got her brain to bleed, and I don't know how that works. I think it's more like it's on you. I think she wasn't wearing a helmet,
Probably.
but I try not to go fast and. Like if I do fall, like hopefully I can like shoulder to impact. Shit, I don't know.
Always use your hands and knees.
Yeah,
Just scratch the shit out of them.
yeah. I should wear a helmet. I should look into it. But
Suit
yeah,
up.
work has been crazy. Shout out to my boss. Work has been crazy. Damn, dude. Like, yeah, it's nuts. Like,
Does it get busy certain times of year for you? Like seasonal, like, oh, it's end of year. We got to. I know some places for end of year it gets busy, or beginning of year it gets busy, or certain seasons.
I think end of year because like for nonprofits, like that's when a lot of donations happen around Christmas time. So, but it's weird because that's the time where I get 1 week and a half off. So it's like
The
I'm
busiest
not checking
time.
my emails. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I know a lot at work, but I'm underpaid, I think.
Hi, boss.
Hi, boss. So, I'm getting ready for PAX.
Yeah.
I think I streamed 1 day or 2 days. Fortnite. Dragon Ball. We'll talk about that later. But Dragon Ball came and I bought it in... It was like $40 for everything. And yeah, it's weird. Like the first time where Fortnite was really weird to me was when Superman had a gun. But everyone else, it seems like on the internet, this is their weird moment. Like Goku and Vegeta dancing weird TikTok dances, and for me, it was Superman with a gun. That just really threw me off.
I mean, we can get more into it later, but you Thanos doing like weird dances.
K-pop dances.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty decent at the game, man. I did some crazy plays, man. Like, I think it's just like battle royale knowledge. I ran away a lot because I know like there's certain battles I was like, I'm not gonna win this, dude. Like 2v1s, like I'm peace. But man, I ridiculed someone so bad. But I got third party, so it wasn't a cool clip. It was a cool clip killing that one dude, but
Immediately cut the clip right there.
Yeah. Montage.
Yeah, only that part.
And then cue Linkin Park.
But shit, dude, I almost won a squad game solo. So I mean, that is impressive. If I were,
What character were you playing as?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Beerus.
That's exactly why. You were literally a god. Like
Cat. God damn. Beers, yeah. But Fortnite is cool, and we'll talk about it later. But streamers that I know personally, they used to talk shit on the game, are playing this game. Like the no build was like this. When the Dragon Ball happened, it's like this. Like I'm like, dude, these guys used to talk shit on Fortnite.
Then the Destiny happened. And to the moon.
Lance Reddick with the wig. But yeah, man, dude, Silent Hill, man, my stream schedule is really fucked because I'm like really tired, and I want to do Monday, Wednesday, and then whatever, like Friday and then whatever, but damn, I can't even do. Oh, I've been watching fucking a shit ton of Better Call Saul though.
Yeah?
2 seasons down.
Okay.
And I realized I've watched these 2 seasons before.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't remember season 2 at all.
Okay.
Can I start watching season 3? I watched this shit too.
Damn, imagine? No, I don't think so. Because
I'd love
I
so
saw
much.
like the first couple minutes of season 3. I was like, yeah, this is new. This is brand new. But yeah, it's a cool show. It's really good. Season 2 was like, it was okay. It had cool moments, but I think it's really interesting.
See,
I want to watch it because I just want to avoid the spoilers. Fuck.
It's such a it's like it just pays off the more the further
It's a
it goes.
slow fucking burn,
It's a
but
slow
it pay. I mean, the last scene, that's a big payoff. That means something.
For season
Like
2.
you don't see this person for a long time. Then, like, but I don't know when this person disappears. This is fucking crazy. That payoff is. Oh God. I wish I didn't know the scene. That's the thing that
I feel like it happens to you so much, dude. You'll like flip through books. What the fuck? Or like you just.
So I
Twitter.
flipped through The Walking Dead and I saw Rick Grimes without an arm. And I was like, what the hell?
What in tarnation?
Doesn't happen in the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gets his arm cut off.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. So I know like 3 big spoilers for Better Call Saul, but I'm trying to like not like binge it, but I'm trying to like I've been watching like 1 per day. So.
Just set your. I do this sometimes when it's something I really don't want to get spoiled on. If you're on Twitter, set the keyword filters, because the algorithms do start showing you a lot more, and not even without you trying, you see shit.
Yeah.
Like I know stuff, and I'm like, I want to like things, but I know how it can impact other people's feeds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'll save them. And I'm like, most people don't do that. Most people just are like, this is my own thing, and they do. And it's crazy how it impacts other people's.
Well, I know, like, at least, I don't know how it works with Twitter, Twitter. But with TikTok, any type of, like, thing that you do on the video will act like if it was a like. So if you just simply save the video, if you simply download the video, if you click on the share to copy the link, it counts all that as like, oh, they were interested in this video, more of this.
Except for when you hold and hit not interested. Because there's sometimes
More
it
of
shows
the-
really graphic stuff.
More of the SpongeBob video.
Like,
Rip pants.
it's not good enough to save, but I want to see more of that type of content. So I like it.
So you, like, watch it 10
My
times?
likes are my things that I want the algorithm to shift towards.
Have you privated your likes?
Yes.
Good job. Good job.
I'm glad I did before I realized. Like, I've seen what's funny is on Twitter. I don't think people realize this sometimes. You will see really well-known people like certain accounts, and those accounts are not you'd think would be more discreet.
Hank from the actor who plays Hank, Dean Norris.
Yeah.
Like he's liked some like
Politicians.
I've seen Greg Miller, Xavier Woods,
Yeah?
and like a couple other, and like the game.
he's
Like
gonna be at PAX, Xavier Woods.
there we go. I'll ask. Oh,
Yeah.
he's been in some videos.
Ask him. You like this account, right?
He's been in some videos. Anyway, so I'll see that. I'm like, wait, do they know that people can see this? Do they care? Yeah. So Better Call Saul.
It's good. Damn, it's gonna take me
Why don't you react?
because
to
I'm
it?
like I don't have enough time to
Yeah.
edit but I'm gonna react to the last season.
Okay, this is how my pitch for reacting, because you're not just watching like at home, are you? You're like watching like on break.
It's usually on lunch during my
Perfect.
lunch.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Just have like, do you have like a old camera or second phone or something? Just mount it, ghetto ass rig, and just record yourself watching it.
I mean, my Breaking Bad ones are doing
exactly like
dark room
montage. It's like a spin off of that, but
It's
for the
Better
show.
Call Saul, yeah, it's like
Exactly.
the spin up, but a little bit better.
It's on brand for the content, and people will come to that.
What's crazy is
Ideas.
the show when they were first announcing it. I was like, how good could it be? You know, like I mean, I did like the character in
Yeah.
Breaking Bad, but
But how much do I want to revisit this?
Yeah, the way they are making the show is like, damn, like the first season when I was watching it, didn't really affect me. But as I'm watching the second time, it was like affecting me. Every time his brother, I'm just like, dude, this motherfucker, dude. It was like getting to me, and it's sad because like I don't know how you see James McGill. I forgot that was supposed to be my intro. James McGill Esquire. But
what do you mean see him?
Like, I see him as like he has a good heart. He's just breaking the law sometimes, but I think he has a good heart. But and then you just see him just turning greedy.
It's
I'm
not
just like,
as like intense or villainous as like what Walter White went through with Heisenberg, but it is like a character study in a lot of ways of like the circumstances they're put through, what that kind of life they lived growing up, and just their reaction. They're like, this is the world I live in. How do I respond? And seeing that is entwined with all these other individuals as well is interesting to me. And I think the way that it's shot and filmed, it's like the way it presents it or the way it makes those decisions come up to the crescent. It's like, this is the moment where you show who you are. This is the moment where you see loyalties. This is the moment when you, all these different things, emotions. And
I just feel like, dude, the shit that happened to him created him. And then I was just like, man, if things happen a different way, he wouldn't become Saul Goodman. Like,
I'm curious when
you're slipping, Jimmy. God. You haven't changed at all. You're slipping, Jimmy. Yeah, it's good.
Cool. Anything else?
Slay the Spires. Fucking hell. I'm gonna play the game I'm gonna go to for PAX is probably Dark Souls Remastered. So
really? Okay.
You're sleeping, Jimmy.
Well, for me, yeah, I didn't realize until last week when you were talking about that the last season had finished. And I was waiting for it to finish or get close to finishing. I was like, I gotta watch this. So I started and finished the last season.
So I watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 10 episodes. It's not that
12.
Oh shit.
12 or 13 for the last one.
Would you say the last season is the best season?
Yes. It's kind of a bias because it's a lot of payoffs, but I really did enjoy the last season 5. I enjoyed a lot. And I mix up 3 and 4, but I just remember 1 and 2. I was kind of like, I felt the same way about Breaking Bad seasons 1 and 2. I knew that they were good, but I was like okay with them. I'm like, there's good moments, like all the stuff with Tuco, all the stuff with Jesse's girlfriend, but it wasn't like amazing for me until 3 on. Like that's where I was like, woo. And for me, like I like Saul right now with the last few seasons.
You brought a bone to a hospital.
Yeah, the last few seasons have been good, but this last season just I think hit just right out of the park for me.
And they fucking nailed the ending. Like usually shows don't fucking nail the ending. And
Yeah,
like
good.
when I saw the IGN review, I was like, okay, I gotta watch this. That got pushed by everything. All the reaction videos got I gotta watch this. Once I saw the review, I had to watch this.
I have a hard like IGN has their own game reviews, and I'm like hit or miss on how I feel about them. I really don't have a lot of merit in their, for me personally, their movies and shows. They give some random movies like really good or really bad, and I'm like,
Tusk.
I'm really off with
Perfect movie.
at least my alignment with them. But I know that the episode, like a lot of people that I match up with on their views on stuff, they're like, that was perfect. Like it was chef's kiss. So I watched it. It was really good. Enjoyed it. I also watched the film Dragon Ball Superhero. That was really good.
Yeah.
So that shows the relationship between Goku and Piccolo?
Not Goku.
Gohan and Piccolo.
Yeah, Gohan's real dad.
Pretty
And-
much. That's the
and
joke, the
Gohan.
meme.
No, it's
Is this happening after Dragon Ball Z, or is
So
this...
Dragon Ball Z happened.
during.
Dragon Ball Super is a show that happened, and I believe it ended, and they're gonna do another show that's like the next Chronicle or whatever. This is after Super's
Really?
ended, because that's where the Ultra Instinct thing happened, and they talk about a tournament that was the final arc of Super, and they make mention.
I thought I saw footage of it, but I guess not. I thought I saw Gohan as like a child again. So I thought I was like in Dragon Ball Z.
No, Gohan's not a child.
There's a
right.
Goku scene
At
the beginning.
at the very beginning of the show,
As a
they
kid.
flash back to Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay.
Where it's Goku running, and the animation is very different on that one. It's much more in line with what the animation used to be, but way more fluid.
Yeah.
Like the frame rate was super high, and the
120.
artwork is good. Then the rest of the movie is in this odd 3D, and at first you're kind of taken aback, but it works. Like
it grows.
It's kind of a blend of like Pixar with Dragon Quest, which is like the Dragon Ball Z art style, and it worked really well. The combat was good. The humor was like they made so many nods to like the smallest Easter eggs from back to Dragon Ball, and like I don't think many people in this generation even are aware of it. Like younger now that are Super was like their first show or something, but the movie was great. It had good story. It didn't try to overcomplicate it.
Number 1 in the box office, right? Domestic.
Yeah.
Eren Yeager.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it did great.
Number 1 box office.
All the anime films that have come out of the theater, Jujutsu Kaisen, I think My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, and then One Piece Red is the next one that's slated to come to America, but it did really well in Japan. Like all of them have been killing it. Like they're like there's an audience in America
Anime
that
is mainstream now.
Yeah, it's gonna.
We here now.
You know what? COVID allowed people to watch anime.
Yeah, that too. There's enough time passed so they can watch all the long
Stay
anime.
home. You can watch like fucking all of One Piece, in that 2 year span.
I did. I'm caught up, man.
You watched it in like fucking less than a 1 month span.
Instant transmission.
Better Call Saul now. Fuck that One Piece. Fucking that training, dude.
Yeah.
How long did it take to finish
One Piece?
Better Call Saul?
Oh,
the last season. One day.
Yeah, like I watched it.
No,
I watched it yesterday, last hour.
It was because the last 3 or 4 episodes were over an hour. They were like an hour 10, hour 15. So I could only get like 2 of them in a night, maybe 3.
So 2 nights.
But I finished it over like, I don't know.
From the last episode to this episode.
Last episode was Thursday. I think I finished it like, what was it? Today's Thursday. Like Tuesday. I finished it Tuesday. So Thursday to Tuesday.
You know how I say like, I don't binge shows? I stopped watching it, but Severance is a show that I would binge. The way they make that show is like, damn, I gotta watch the next one. I gotta watch the next one.
So it ends on like oh, I need to know what happened next.
I don't know. Some of the episodes for the last season of Better Call Saul, it was ending on this thing. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then I'm like, I have to start. And I just start the next one. It's like bling, bling, like the weird intro
with the weird colors.
Yeah. Yeah, his character's very. I want to just keep reading about people's thoughts on him and stuff. It's just always interesting, all these things and nuances that I didn't pick up on throughout the show, details tying it to other stuff. You're slipping, Jimmy. And then I watched Super. Really good, really fun, really funny too. Like surprisingly funny. Goku and Vegeta are for the most part sidelined, but they still have really good moments in it. It's just very minimal. And
do they hit the gritty after a kill?
No. I was joking with a friend because one of my friends was super excited to see it. I'm like, he hates Fortnite. And I'm like, you know that with the new stuff that came out, there are going to be kids. And he's like, that's the guy from Fortnite. And he's like, ugh.
He's like, stop.
And once he plays it, he's like, he's going to be like, damn, this game's not that bad. It's fun.
He might come Saturday. And if he does, I'm going to be like, I want you to play Fortnite.
It's fun, man.
He does. He's the one that doesn't like Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, but Dark Souls 2 is not fun.
His doo-doo. So yeah, I played what did I play? I didn't play really anything. I played
Magic.
I don't play Magic. I spend more time crafting decks and like the gears are turning. I'm like, what should I do this?
I thought you were about to be like, I don't play Magic. I live Magic. But
I sit there and I'm just like, I need to take out a card.
But that is like, I feel like that's one of the biggest things. Rather than like actually practicing, it's like learning and understanding your cards. So like you gotta like.
But I feel like I do more tinkering with it before actually. It's like working on a car and driving the car. You can spend years working on the car. I want to at least get some miles on it too. Like I don't want it to all be just working on the car forever. But I sit there and I'm like, this deck is so good, and I'm like, oh, I'm at a good spot with it, but it's not where I want it to be. And then all of a sudden I'm like, what's this card? I should build a deck around this card. We'll put this on hold. And I start like crafting. I'm like,
no.
Yeah. It's
How many decks you got right now?
You do not want to
How many decks you got right now?
40?
Oh my god.
40?
He's got enough. The issue for me is he has enough cards.
The Joe Rogan.
He has enough cards to make 40 decks. That's my issue. That's my issue.
You're like doing the number thing.
I just imagine now at fucking Comic-Con, he was like, no,
I
the
would
trash.
use the deck that's not overused. The thing that is least expected.
No, rank them, best one, always.
Well, okay.
Because people are going to use the overused one, so you just counter the overused
Well,
one.
okay, that goes into who people are. Like, I'm playing mostly with my brother and cousin. So it's a finite amount of things. And I'll go back to the well on certain decks. I'm like, I got a lot of games out of these. I want to change it up. But when I change it up, it can vary because they'll be using their primo ones. And I'm like, I can't even, like, it's not even a balanced game. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to go back to the older ones. But then I'm like, well, I want to take the ones that aren't getting the love and optimize them so they can hang with it. And then I'm like, what's this one? And I find one, and I'm like, dude, this is so like some of the reasons I get prompted to get some of these decks. I went to a store near the airport. It's a small hole in the wall, and they had stuff that were retail price that you can't find at retail. I was like, are you kidding me? Like these are retail? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, give me 4 of them. And I get them, and I'm like, this one card in this one deck is double the value of the whole deck. Like if I go to a store and just be like, and I can use it too. It's both useful and it's valuable. And I'm like, some of the decks I've already kind of taken parts of it and put into others. But yeah, it's been a mix. And
the problem is, like, this reminds me of, rest in peace, Jimmy. When I used to play Street Fighter with Jimmy, we had epic battles. I knew him in and out. He knew me in and out. But you're so used to fighting that, you're not. When we went to the tournament, he did well. He actually beat 2 of his next people. I lost to my very first fight, and I was just like, I was so in the mindset of fighting against him. I was not in the mindset of fighting against anyone. I should be prepared for anyone, and
that's why. So some of the deck, the ones that I've really optimized that I like exactly where they're at, and I don't want to tinker too much more, are the ones I took to Comic-Con, and when I used it, I did well. I didn't do amazing because people had like $1,000 cards in their decks. I'm like, I can't. There's Commander, and then there's Competitive Commander. And Competitive Commander is I haven't reached it yet. But this deck that I've been working on is what I'm hoping will be my entry into that space.
Only took 40 decks. That's pretty good, actually, if you think about it.
You need to see how I've started. I have those, those Home Depot, the little containers with the little carts in them, just filled with decks.
How much have you spent?
I don't want to talk about that.
Still not as much as I spent on the Genshin Impact. It's fucking bad, dude.
Genshin?
Yeah, there's days where I'd spend like a couple $100, dude. I was just like, I've already done it. Might as well just like keep going. Let's get some good fucking rolls. And I'd be like, I need to stop. So I'd stop that day, but the next day I'd be like, fresh day. What does it matter? And fucking, it was fucking bad, bro.
Yeah. The thing that's interesting too, and this is something I don't know how I feel about yet, but I'm starting to just grasp. Even if I get a deck now that isn't, or a bunch, I get a set of cards or whatever, the values are constantly changing, and they go up over as time. Like it's like inevitable. As long as time transpires, those cards' values will go up, regardless of what happens. So if I get these pre-mates, if I don't even touch them, the value will go up for that thing. And I'm like, this is wild. Like, and it's not like next month, next year. It's like long time. Like, there's cards that I'm like, I remember these when I was a kid. They're still in print now, or not in print. They're still available in stores, like in local comic shops.
But the values are
but they've shifted, like, and they've not all gone up to the same proportions, but like a lot of them are like, oh yeah, this is a hard to find version of that card or whatever. And I'm like, just hold on to them, keep them in good condition. I have comics now that are, I think if I went to the right, I don't know how to go about it, but they're worth something. Like first prints of stuff, all this stuff.
Like all the Pokemon cards I have are all like from the original first print.
Yeah, if you go to the store I went to, you probably see good value there. But
I might as well because like,
let's make it 80.
I was gonna wait until be like, can we go to the topic? I'm like, no.
Supreme made a deck.
I was gonna get you a game, Saints Row. No,
yeah, best game out there.
You did get me. You got me points. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me. I don't know if it's good. It was Dungeons and Dragons, and then I should have gave you the Neon Dynasty.
Oh damn! It's the gift edition.
So I don't know if that's good or not.
So it's gonna have artwork for Dungeons and Dragons.
No, so they did 2 different Dungeons and Dragons sets. This is the better one.
Oh,
there's Forgotten Realms, and there was one that was like Dungeons and Dragons Baldur's Gate.
So it was good.
The deck that one of my best decks, the one that I took to Comic-Con, was from this set. So, thank you very much.
And then booster packs.
Oh shit! It comes with 1 collector booster. Damn. Those are like
I don't know.
collector boosters. Like every card's a foil.
Woo!
Thank you.
First of all, Jang,
booster packs.
This is one thing I forgot to give you.
Oh,
okay. Draft boosters.
And then you'll need maybe 2 hands. That was the last of the wrapping that I had. It did not fucking fit. I rolled it all out. I'm like, fuck. And it's like not completely sealed, so yeah, there you go. It's just two little pieces of tape holding it down. There's 2 items in there. I figured with your vinyls, you could. If it's that many cards.
Woo! Woo!
It's bookends and books.
It's heavy.
It's metal.
Read them books. Ooh.
This is fucking cool too.
Hand painted, bruh. Hand painted, bruh.
It's a coaster, right?
It's
a coaster, right?
Whatever you want.
I'm kidding. Put it like a.
What's funny is like I did it. I was like fucking proud, and I'm actually like lettering's way smaller than I look. But it was hard. Like the painting part is fine. Getting lettering in there is so difficult. Man.
This is the first pin, right?
It's the very first.
PAX award.
Should I open the packs?
Yeah.
Live unboxing?
You should open one. Let's see if you got.
Okay, pick.
Hopefully my Orange Jesus.
I was gonna say the middle one too. This is good.
Hopefully the Orange Jesus.
This is good.
Get $1,000 card.
What's a draft
What's the highest
booster?
Valued card you got?
That one?
Yeah, that one. It's like $200.
The one that guy is like $20.
No, that was the one I was willing to sell. I'm not willing to sell.
Oh, okay.
This was literally like, if there was any card from that set that I could have gotten that was probably the most expensive, it was that card. I got the foil version of it, the alternate art version. I was like,
wow.
I was afraid of holding it. I was like, where's my sleeves?
Holy shit.
Jesus.
So draft boosters mean they're intended for when you're doing the draft thing. So they changed, like, I think
So you can't use them in normal play, though.
You can.
No.
No, you can't. It's just the way they pack them is different. This is 20 cards. And when there's a set booster, I think it's 15 cards, and they guarantee a foil card, a couple of rares.
This one doesn't, but it could still have it.
It could have them, but
it's not
it's not like a guarantee
Yeah.
certain cards. But you get more cards, so.
Yeah.
again, it's like intended for that.
Those tournament games or whatever. The fun games.
80 decks. Let's go.
I know Jang rolled a 20, chose that deck, so this is
$1,000 card.
Does this count as a milestone?
It's gonna be, what is it called? Like those fluke ones. Every card's gonna be a foil. Watch.
Sheesh.
You already like, oh shit.
Well, the thing is, when you're playing on the more competitive side, the most expensive cards in decks aren't any creatures or anything. It's the lands.
Oh shit.
Because the really expensive lands are the one of the big things is getting your shit out fast. And if you want to get your shit out fast, you need mana that's efficient. And the harder, the more expensive lands are like $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 are like, you could play this the turn you want. You can count it for any land. It's multiple lands.
Wow.
And like that's like whenever I look at a price of a deck, I'm like, let's look at the land. Yeah, okay. Let's look at everything else. I can do everything else.
Oh my god, based pretty much off the land at this point. That's crazy.
Common.
Already bending them. All 9s right now.
Common.
Not perfect 10s anymore.
Damn, what's crazy is they come in different colors. Fuck, that sucks. That sucks.
You mean like the whole deck isn't like a blue deck essentially?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
Foil?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, one foil.
Uh-oh.
It's an instant guiding bolt, destroy a target, and get to do another thing.
One land piece
What
can be
color is
counted
it?
as any
Black?
land?
That one's white.
Oh, wow.
But the rare, that one's not a rare. It's a hollow, but it's not rare. The rare is something I think I could put this in.
Let's go.
You're like, this is what I needed to
41st
complete my competitive fucking
41st deck.
I got a lot of boxes to open.
Damn.
I got your stuff to open too.
Damn.
Let's go.
That's so funny. But yeah, like you didn't see, but before, like when I arrived, I gave him just the box, the one that I told him I had bought. It's like, it's a box that's made to just be used to like fill a deck, like
So it's
like
mana, it's some
yeah,
basic stuff.
It's all the basic stuff, but like,
But I need that stuff.
yeah, but when I was, the thing is, I bought it before we did the whole PAX or the Comic-Con thing. So my thought was like, yeah, dude, he's gonna love
Hard
this
to
shit.
find. You're like,
Like-
throw this shit.
And then when we went to the event and he was playing the competitive stuff, dude, people were tossing cards left and right. I'm like, this is gonna be the deck that I got him. It's gonna be fucking trash.
No,
dude.
I saw some cards. There's some useful stuff in there. It's like that.
That's not it's the synergy that matters. That's
100%, 1000%.
Slay Aspire. It could be a gold card, but it doesn't match my deck, so I don't need it.
Like the one I'm building right now that I'm getting, like I'm 99% done with it. I'm like, oh man, this thing is gonna be insane. Like, it's my first one that I have multiple infinite combos in, and I'm like, oh. Most of the cards that were like used for the synergy are less than $1. So all of those are, but then there's 4 or 5 cards that are like, this is $100. Before all those cards, I'm like, give me the foil versions.
Post Malone, we coming for you.
Damn.
There's a guy named, he's a football player.
Most Malone?
He's Cassius.
Paloon.
I forget his last name, but he owns a magic store, card
Nice.
store,
That's
and
cool.
he's the one hosting the Frankensons.
Oh,
tournament.
shit. Does he play in LA?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah, he's big in the scene. Him and Post Malone are probably the two most like notable celebrities that play.
Wow.
But he's coined himself as the foil king. He's all about
His decks
every
are foil.
card in his deck being
God
foil.
damn it.
And I'm like,
Does land cards exist in foil?
yes.
You should challenge
but
him.
not every card though, right? There's like basic cards that like they just don't make foil.
You should challenge him. Make a TikTok open challenge, but you make a suit out of aluminum foil.
I'm the foil king.
Foil king. I'm the real foil king.
Samus likes the.
I think it likes the smell of the wood.
But yeah, he I guess what made him big in the scene was he went on Twitter one day. He was like he would play between games and on trip, and he had a backpack full of like 5 or 6 competitive decks he had. He's like, collectively that backpack was worth $20,000, and someone just robbed his car, just grabbing everything out of the car, thinking they'd get something. Like he had 6 sets of seasons worth of tickets to his games. That was what they thought was more valuable. They didn't realize he had this bag. So he tweets, he's like, "Hey, whoever stole my bag, like, I don't know if you realize, but I need that bag." And he kind of was like, "I'm an idiot. Like, maybe I shouldn't have said how much the value of the bag was." But everyone in the Magic community was like, "Oh my God, this guy plays Magic?" And that's what kind of got him into. And then
did he recover it?
He didn't recover it, but
people give
Magic and other people were like, "Let's help you rebuild your collection." And he's like, there were certain they asked him, they did an interview with him, they're like, "Was there anything irreplaceable?" He's like, "Yeah, there was some of these first prints. There was some of these. I had this one signed by the original artist." And I'm like,
and what sucks is someone might not know the value that he had, and they're just gonna like either toss them or like.
I mean, I feel it's hard to resell because they'd be like,
I mean, not
the community
like,
small,
not impossible.
no,
but
it's pretty. I mean, it varies.
Yeah,
it can vary, but
like people didn't even know he played.
Yeah,
you know.
So, that was interesting. But yeah, I was like, damn, he's playing it. But this deck that I'm building, I'm like, I want to explore competitive because I want to test myself against outside of just my brother and cousin. But that's why I'm like in the group we can play in more casual senses, more janky senses, more whatever. But I like the idea of competition, and that's what brought my topic up. So I guess I don't know. That's all I think I had. Yeah. You guys want to get into the topic?
Let's do it.
So loosely, this can be however we want it to go, but a lot of my prep for PAX has been. I want to compete. I want to do these tournaments and stuff, and I've been getting in a mindset both for the official tournaments, but also to test my skill with my decks. So I'm like I want to get up to speed. Seattle is a big hub for Magic. Like they're like they have like some of their main stores for cards there. So I know that the people that play there can be very serious. I'm like, I want to see how I do. I want to do well. So I'm doing all this prep, and the prep has been both from like making my deck to what I think is good. It has been me practice drawing. I sit there, I do this. I'm like, okay, if I'm in this situation, without hesitation, what should I be doing?
So you're like, if he has 3 monsters on the field, if he has no monsters but like trap cards,
I guess less that and more like, what do I have in my hand? What's the optimal, without any other factors, what's the optimal decision to make?
Okay.
And then I guess playing with other people would be learning how to adapt those strategies.
You're doing Slay the Spire.
But I'm doing like, what
what
do I
is it?
need to do?
Ascension 20, yeah.
Yeah, Ascension 20.
Gotcha.
And then the other aspect is the drafts where I don't have my cards, but I need to know the set so that I can be like, okay, when I get a pack opened, what's my priority? How should I be thinking about that so that I can do well? Because there's a prize on the line. I'm like, I want to do well for that so it just made me think about tournaments in general. I know you said you competed in Street Fighter. We've both might come out of retirement for Tetris.
Puyo Puyo.
You've shown interest. I remember you said on numerous occasions for shooters and for fighting games that you wanted to go into that space. How do you guys it's more of a question for you guys. How do you guys get yourselves in the headspace of I want to do a tournament, I want to be competitive in something? Is it familiarizing yourself with certain things? What do you usually do? Like what's your
I think for me, starting from the very beginning, I feel like I have to have like an innate like ability in the game already. Like I would consider myself above average, like from the get go. Then I would from there start thinking like I feel like I could really play this game really well. So
okay,
let's start maybe thinking about competitiveness, and then from there we'll see. Because the closest game that I felt I got to something like that was Injustice. I don't know if it was Injustice 1 or 2.
I remember that one too.
Yeah, because I would play. I mean, me and Roberto, dude, he would use Flash. I was using different ones, but my favorite character at the time was Dr. Fate. Was that his name? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, man, it was so good because it was just back and forth. He was learning like really long combos, but I was really bad at and I would drop combos all the time. So then because I knew I couldn't do long combos, I was learning different ways to initiate short combos. And so I would be able to get him, but I knew that if I went against someone like there's someone in the Dragon Ball Fighter Z community.
Sonic Fox?
No, he's like you just cannot like get an opening on him. He's like he blocks everything. I forgot
The
what his name
character
was.
or player?
The player.
Oh,
Yeah, he was like.
Besides Sonic Fox, that's the only person I know.
Yeah.
But he's like known for all kinds of games.
Yeah, he would. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I just heard it click. Did it
When
turn
the
on?
battery saver mode, I'm like,
okay.
why?
But yeah, so I know that the guy was like considered like what was they called? What was it thinking? Like a wall, like a stone wall or something like that.
I'll look
Because
it up.
they couldn't get. It's like I want to say his name was Goku, but I don't think so. That might have been just the characters he used.
Goichi, I think.
I think it's Goichi. That sounds right. I think Goichi.
And New York Chris?
No, Goichi. He's Korean?
No, it's Japanese.
Japanese. But it was I feel like if I went against a player like that, I wouldn't be able to get openings on him if he was able to just block everything. You do highs, lows, mids, and he just could really gauge what you were doing.
Okay.
But
once you had that initial interest, then what happened?
I think it was just like consistently playing. And I mean with this one I
with
had
friends or playing online in like a
I
ranked
think
mode or training?
normally I would play on my own or online, but with this one specifically, I found someone who in common wanted to enjoy the game as much as I did and felt like they were really good at it. So I was able to play with a friend on this one, like one-on-one. And we would like pause the game, look at like all of our input combos and stuff, and then just try to like put it all together. And what was cool is that game, I know other ones do it, but this one not only did like the basic stuff, it gave you like the whole combo list too. It's like do down forward, square B, hold back A, and it would like tell you how to do the whole combo. So they would practice on each other the whole time. Because when you play against a player's gonna try to back out, block, try to get hit you to cancel what you're doing and stuff like that. So we were able to, while in action, complete these combos and stuff. It was fun.
Yes. Aaron, what about you?
The one and only tournament that I joined,
Evo.
I didn't train for it, but I kind of like. I went into the fight dude. I know like people say if you're really good, like matchups don't matter. Matchups, like, they kind of matter. Like, I used a character that was very weak against, and I knew that going in, but I was so confident in my skills. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this guy. Like, but like tier lists kind of do matter. I think matchups specifically. I mean, it's one of the reasons why. What's that guy that he's always used Zangief? He has Zangief in his name. Snake Eyes.
Oh yeah, Snake Eyes.
He changed because they nerfed him so bad. So like, and that's a guy like I'm gonna stay loyal to the Daigo. Nerfed Ryu. Uses Guile now. Like matchups kind of do matter, dude. And I went in not too confident in my skills, and I was so used to fighting Jim, and yeah, got kicked, got near perfected. Fuck, man. And
that's when that shit really puts you in your place, dude.
yeah, there are levels. Like when people say like, yeah, I'm good at this game. There's like good, then there's like regional good, and then there's pros and
Like national good.
pros.
It's another
Yeah.
mindset.
Yeah, these pros are like guys like us three versus a Smash player. He'll take all of us out. Like there's levels to it. And
There's that video where like the Smash player who was like next level, and he played against a guy who thought within his like community friends was like literally the best in the world, and the dude allows him to get knocked out till like the last health, get hurt, and then after that the dude couldn't touch him and he took him out completely. It was so funny. But yeah, there's levels to this shit, dude.
but I think kids have it a lot easier now because I'm gonna say, for example, like Fortnite, like there are online tournaments that qualify you to actually playing in the World Cup Fortnites, and
The
that was not
accessibility.
that wasn't a thing back in the day. Like
Yeah.
you can be a kid, it's really good, work your way, and make World Cup Fortnite. And That's one of the reasons why I like battle royales, because that's like a it's a test of skill and luck, and it's just like, okay, like you're gonna fight someone at the end really good or just lucky they made it that far. Yeah, kids have it really, really easy. Yeah, but
well, I think it's easy with a caveat when I'm thinking about, because
caveat.
the only reason I say there's at least one caveat there is if it's there's like no middle ground. Like it's either there was little to, unless you were in a major hub area, there was little to no places you could really go. But if you play within your neck of the woods, outside of just friends, like if you're in like your town, you had an arcade, you got to be the best, that entices you to, oh no, thank you.
Caveat.
If you're, it's like building your way up slowly. It's like you don't see an up and comer go straight to professionals. But I think when you have that large of a worldwide kind of accessibility, you can get paired up against professional, and that can immediately be like, I never want to play this game. Like, I have no chance. And that gives you a false sense of like, no, like if you work your way and build and be stronger, you can get there. It's just you got paired against this guy.
What's crazy is there's been
like how we did with Tetris.
There's a couple pro players that got discovered and signed to pro teams because they would fight a streamer and outbeat them. And Myth is one of them. He fucked up Summit 1G. And he got signed. Like the discoverability is a lot because of the internet.
Yeah.
Just like, damn.
Yeah, it's
just kill a streamer, you get signed. There's a guy that killed Shroud. He got signed. He killed Shroud in Apex, and Shroud was like, holy hell. He just like one-shotted me. He's like, what the hell? And then people started going to that guy's chat and just got signed. I think it was like from homeless to like pro player. That was the video.
When you did that tournament, though, what first interested you into? I know you didn't train, but like, was it because of like, oh, your friend was doing it too, and then you both went, or?
My friend's girlfriend at the time was going to UC San Diego, and she was like, "Oh, there's a fighting game tournament. Take a train," because she knew I was okay. Me and him were okay, and let's take a train and see how well you're doing.
Next level.
Jim did pretty okay.
You said he went up too?
Yeah. And
because
me and him are like equally skilled.
Because he went against two easy players before.
Possibly.
Could be. And so when you guys like that experience and maybe other ones as well, how does the losses hit you when you try competitive? Does it take you? Does it disinterest you? Does it make you want to like try come at it again, or was it just like does it go as far for you guys in any competitive sense? Because I know a factor in all this is like time and energy. It's like how much am I really interested in being competitive in anything? Because then that's like a focus to it. Yeah. But when you guys hit like a loss or like a setback that you guys are like, all right, that's as far as I wanted to take this?
I think I'll start with me. It's only pushed me, but I haven't experienced what he's probably going to be talking about soon, where I've got beaten so bad that it's just like, I don't think I'm that good at this game anymore. I don't really want to, continue it. Like because you always feel like you're getting better and better and better. So when you meet players where like, you were able to take them out at least once and you felt like you had it, you just were doing the wrong moves, wrong executions, that requires just more, more toning on your end. But if I'm playing and I can't find an opening, like I can't touch this person, I'm like, dang, dude, I'm not anywhere near this level, and it's gonna take so much just to get there. If I feel like I'm close to it, then it'll push me to keep going to get there. Like a blend. Yeah, but if I just get obliterated, I'm like, dude, I'm bad at this game. I'm not that great actually, and it'd probably make me like. I remember you also saying like maybe not in the direct competition mode, but like with things like WoW and some other games where there is like the world's best. Yeah, something you've mentioned in the past where you're like, I want to strive to be optimal. I want to strive to get to be like the whatever the max possible way of doing something is. I want to be on that level, and if I can't, then I'm not. Like, you're disinterested.
So this kind of that was like I was like I didn't know if that lines up as well with how you approach like direct competitions.
With that one, yeah, with like specifically WoW, a lot of it wasn't
or Genshin. You've mentioned it with Genshin too.
A lot of it isn't like being number one, but it's staying up there with everybody.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's with time. I mean, in the beginning, I can keep up with it because I do put in all that time in the beginning, but I cannot sustain that. I can't play it every single day that amount of time that intensely. So then there's points where you start seeing these people that do that, literally play it 24/7, and they're just like going further and further up, and you're staring at them like, fuck, I can't reach that anymore. And then that's where I start losing interest. So probably like I've been playing Tower of Fantasy.
Yeah.
Probably very similar, where eventually where I can't meet that goal. There's a thing that they do. It's like similar like to an Ascension, like a tower thing, where it just gets more and more challenging. I'm, according to that thing, ranked 13. I doubt it. I have not paid money, and like there's another like global ranking one, but it's like outside. It's like accumulated points of everything, and I am nowhere near on that list. So I don't know what the hell that 13 is in that tower thing, but it pushes me a little bit. I'm like, oh, let's see what happens if I get to number one, kind of thing.
What about you, Jay?
It's demoralizing fighting. Like, okay, the reason I won't play. Well, rest in peace, Jimmy. I won't play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 with Jimmy because he's so good at that game. Like, it's demoralizing playing against someone that's really good. Like, he'll use low-tier characters to fuck with you. And just like, holy shit, I'm getting fucked up. And I don't understand the ins and outs of that game. And, like infinites and whoever hits first. But also, like, it's good if you're decent at a game and then you find someone also decent at a game like Soul Calibur 2. I trained with someone that was a ranked Mitsurugi, and we would have hours-long sessions of fighting, and it would just, like, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if I'm decent at a game and the guy is better, it's okay. But if the guy, like, I have no skill at the game and the guy just destroys me, like, it's not fun. But if you do a Soul Calibur 2 tournament, I would not hold back. I will fuck around in the very first 2 rounds, and then I will go.
I was actually
ham.
I want that. I was actually thinking of like, I can set up the older systems to get it going, but I remember Xbox Series X has the whole backwards compatibility, but apparently there's some caveats with Soul Calibur 2, where if I have the disc, if I put it in, I haven't tested it like actually, but I was like, man, okay.
Just emulator, plug in the computer.
That's work. I have copies of it. I can set up that old Xbox on here and stuff.
But to be the real honest, brutally honest version is, I don't have the time to be pro. I mean, I'm good at Slay the Spire. I'm like ranked, but I would have to just focus on one game if I were to go pro, and I don't have the time.
Do you feel like being competitive means going pro?
No.
No.
Okay.
Not necessarily, but
it means being better than everybody else.
Yeah. Those guys put in hours, man.
Yeah. I feel like pro is like it's like when you were consistently streaming, it's like you're putting in dedicated time away from other things to do this on a regular basis, like anything else that you're like training on. I don't know. I'll get bursts of it, but I don't think I can ever like consistently do that kind of stuff with any one game that it requires training. But I always find it interesting when meeting different groups. It's like you play, like I grew up playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, for example, the same game you just mentioned. And I've had different experiences with it where before it was like, I went in it with it. No, like as a kid, I was just I was like, if I'm mashing buttons, I'm doing cool shit. Like it was very rewarding to see for button mashing, I could do what looked like very complex things versus other fighting games where it's like I had to know something very secret or elaborate to be able to do one cool thing. I was like, oh, this is like I can do anything and I'm doing cool shit. And then as the years went on, I would just play it casually here and there. I never really put too much thought into it, and it wasn't until recent few years where I met people that play it, and some that play it fun, like the way I have. Others that play it, they knew it, but for only with they were like, if I'm playing with these characters, I know it. If I'm not playing with these characters, it's a crapshoot. And then I know other people that were like, I played Justin Wong in a qualifier. He's like, I lost to him, but I can do infinite combos if I'm playing like a casual person. And I've had different feelings about it when I face against both of them. I've had sometimes where I'm like, this is pointless. Like, why am I doing this? Other times where I'm like, I got one of your guys. And I'm like, okay, now I have a goal. It's like, I don't necessarily need to beat you. For me, my victory is if I can get better than a complete squash.
That was me, like, when I almost got perfected. I was like, I can't let this guy get a perfect.
Yeah.
I hit him once.
That's the victory. And then with the one that just squashes me, he would be like, I'll play with Dan. And he would toy with me. And I'm like, I want to make it so I don't care if he's toying with me. If I can just on paper be like, I beat you, I think that'll entice me enough to be like, psych myself into being like, I can do this. Like, I got blood, even though if they were like, free hit.
Shit.
And that led to, like, we had like a tournament amongst a bunch of us, not too big of a group, but enough to be like 16 plus people of different levels. And that was the first time I actually was like, I want to train for this. I had like a copy of it. I was like, I'm going to learn on stick. We went to the arcade, we played, and we were met with a guy who was like, hey, I just want to do a pickup game. Can I play you guys?
No.
And I was like, this is the test. Let's go.
He's going to be good.
And I was more nervous because I was like, okay, just don't fuck up just do what you've been doing. That's all I care about. I didn't care about whether I won. I just wanted to be able to replicate what I've been practicing in an actual environment. And I did, but it was a neck and neck game. And we were like, it was just back and forth. I was like, okay, don't fuck this up. Don't overextend. Don't do this. And we did 2 games, and I think I won. He won first, and then I won the second. And then I was like, good game. And then I was like, you should face the other person here training with me. And they played, and they had a neck and neck game, but then my friend came out on top.
That wouldn't have to be a unicorn, would it?
Yeah, it was a unicorn. She's great at the game. Yeah.
I lost.
She trained me.
I lost to them too, yeah.
Yeah, she trained me. And then she's like, because in that tournament, she's like, I trained you, and now you consistently beat me. And when we first played that game, she would squash me. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like, I kind of have a little bit of an idea now. And I would use characters. I don't know. This is a whole other topic, but I think people have different philosophies on spamming attacks. Of like, if I just keep hitting low kick, is that cheap?
No.
And I'm like, I remember seeing a documentary of, I think, a fighting game thing with Justin Wong was in it. He's like, if I repeatedly do Hadouken or kick or whatever, and you do not know how to overcome it, then that doesn't say anything about me. That says something about.
I agree.
And I'm like,
I agree. I
never thought of it that way. Because I would also be like, when I was flustered when I was younger, I was like, God damn it, stop using E Honda's the slaps and stuff. But anyway, that's like a whole separate thing. But I had characters where I was just like optic blast or like the cable gun. I'm like, I was getting a rise out of them to get them to play more. I was like, you're playing right into it. But that felt fun. Like I felt like even though I didn't win the whole thing, the training process was enticing. And I was like, this is cool. And then I feel that same rush with this, where it's like, I think there's a little bit of that competitive interest. And it's always interesting hearing how it works for everyone else. Like, how does it work? What scratches that for you? How do you address it? Do you feed it, or do you kind of just tease it a little bit and be like, okay, that was all I wanted to do it, because realistically, in the grand scheme of things, this is only like an interest this far versus that. So that's the reason I brought up the topic, and that's how I'm feeling right now with the Magic stuff. I'm like, because I would go to the shop I go to pick up. I go to there and I'm like, I'll put an order in, and then they're like, you can pick it up at that store. I'm like, it's near my work, so I go over there. I want to support the shop, because I'm like, local shops are few and far between. So I go in and support them, and there are always people playing there, but I never have time. And I'm like, what are they doing?
Extended lunch.
No, it's no. This is way longer than a lunch.
You guys have jobs?
No, I saw one night we were doing our Pathfinder thing, and they were doing it was a Saturday night, all like from 6 p.m. till whenever they finish competitive night. And I saw a post. They were like, "Watch our finals," and it was they were still in the middle of the game at some point. I don't know where, at like midnight, and they went till like another hour and a half before it finally reached a conclusion. I'm like, whoa, I'm not on that level. I don't know if I want to be. I don't know if I have what it takes to get to be. But if I can just, I don't know, hold my own for a little bit.
For me, it would be if I could just win one fucking match.
Yeah.
Fucking Puyo.
Even Pokemon, I tried a little bit, and I knew that was never gonna be on a large scale because I knew what it took to be on the large scale. I'm like, I'm not at that point.
And there's levels because that Puyo, that's regional. There's people better than that girl, bro.
Yeah.
Like smoke her, dude.
Yeah. The packs. We're gonna have to go back.
I'm a peon. And I feel like I fucking build fast in Tetris, and I'm like, man, I'm a grandpa.
Yeah, when we play with some friends here, we're like, damn, look at him move. I'm
it's like, oh, no, you have not seen a god.
Yeah.
Pax, I am inevitable.
Speaking of,
fucking the guy that beat me was fast, and the girl was like
floored him.
Toying with him.
There's levels. There are levels to this.
It's insanity. It's eye-opening though. It's like, whoa, this can go that high, and it's like, whoa, I'm a small fish in a fucking sea.
What's cool about battle royales, Tetris 99, you have a sense, like, you know, like if it's like a 1v1, and like you can tell, oh wow, this guy's fucking building fast. He's just sending me all this shit, and it's like, there are levels.
Yeah. The other thing that I like,
Japanese name at the end, like fuck, fucking hell.
That when it's StarCraft, when you see like certain clans and names, and you're like, I'm okay.
Which is funny. That reminds me of when I was playing Apex Ranked, Japanese name, but they were together. I was with them, and then at the very end, it's like, oh, thank you, arigato. Are you Japanese? I was like, nah, bro, we just Japanese. What the? They were fucking good, man. Whew.
What the other thing that I like right now, I remember a lot, especially with sometimes with these Magic games and sometimes with there was Hero Clicks as well. Doing drafts felt like a good space to exercise the competitiveness because it's less about what you've accumulated and acquired, because a lot of that stuff can be hard to acquire and there's budgetary aspects to it. With a draft, it's like I'm using my knowledge of how the game works to pick something that can, you and I, we're on the same level. We're starting from scratch. I guess like a Fortnite, you're starting from scratch, and it's like how you approach situations, how you manage your resources in a way. It's like that tests you in a different way, and I like that.
You know, it'd be kind of fucked up because, you know, in Fortnite, you kill someone, you take their loot. Like,
Magic
games, you take one of their cards, just one. You beat them, you're like, all right, I'm going to get that card.
Give me that
$1,000 card.
That's how Yu-Gi-Oh plays.
Or money match.
Cool. Well, you said you brought up a game, and we're gonna segue into that game.
Fortnite. So I said earlier that no build has brought in a lot more players, but I feel like the Dragon Ball skins have brought it to the next tier, where people who aren't usually playing this game are playing it. If you were Epic Games, what do you do? What's your next plan? What's your next move to keep retention and bring in new players? Destiny. Fuck Dragon Ball? Nah.
Destiny. I think
any IP or strategy.
Those IP. The Rock, Lady Gaga, and Samus. Right here.
Add the Warner Brothers.
The what?
The Warner Brothers roster with what is it? Multiverses.
Oh my God.
Shaggy with a gun.
Yeah.
Have
Game of Thrones.
What? Who do they have on there? Is it LeBron?
Yeah.
He's in Fortnite already.
Is he really?
Yep.
Yeah.
He has. It's a good skin. It's a dope skin. He's been there for a while.
Bugs Bunny then.
Good. I think if they were to go, okay, what would be big? What'd you do to that thing? What'd you do, my boy? What'd you do, my boy?
I'm sorry,
My boy.
my boy.
That was from
Yeah,
the
from Disney.
cantina.
Yep, you have another one over there. It's cool. I'll get you another one. I'll go soon.
That's fun. I'll toss it. I think a huge one would be Disney, like OG Disney, like seeing Goofy, Mickey, the Pixar cast,
Dude,
Woody.
with Goofy
Buzz.
when he falls from like a height.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Powerline.
That'd be crazy.
They'd have the emote from the Goofy movie. When I listen
Yeah, they
to
should add the emote.
eternity. Oh,
What's-
dude, people will go nuts.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
They would have an event where it's Disneyland in the game.
Yeah. I have one, but I want to save it to the end.
Okay.
I think it's the biggest one. The
It's One
biggest
Piece.
one. So I mean, in general, I think they're doing it right with anime. But the thing is, they've already dabbled in anime. They need to, if they want to bring like a whole new group, we got to bring in like new things. So we've already done like a shooter. We've already done the anime. This is one I'm just gonna think of quick, but I have like the other one. I'll say at the very end. So with this one, what else? They've already done sports. They've done soccer.
They continue to do sports.
Music.
Damn, they've done music. Well, I mean, the dances are pretty much of all the music.
OnlyFans clap.
Yeah, OnlyFans next now. The next step up.
Everyone's just looking at each other's feet.
I guess Dungeons and Dragons, but I don't. I feel like that's the group of people that play Dungeons and Dragons wouldn't have interest in Fortnite.
No, I
if they collab.
think they would have interest. I think it'd be more. I think the bigger challenge, maybe that could be a challenge. I think the bigger challenge would be, what would they do that's like really notable IP? I think a lot of it is like brands. Like, what are you getting from it? It's like, okay, we have dragons already. What else do we have? It's like, I think if they had a mode that like leaned into the D&D stuff, that could be cool. Like an RPG aspect to it, where it's like you're leveling up or whatever. But I don't know if it would be just the skin of a Dungeons and Dragon thing would really do much.
I'm thinking strategy-wise,
Yeah.
they're gonna lose money. Or I don't know if they'll lose money. They should make the battle pass half off, just for right now. Like,
Oh, right now.
Right now.
Like
I was
towards the
thinking
end.
of more ways that they could have you earn. Because like one of the things I like about Genshin, I know it's got a lot of issues with the gacha stuff, but they give a lot of free just currency in game, just from like logging in daily, from doing. I think it would really incentivize people more. They're like, dude, they're like, I can get so many skins.
5 V-Bucks, you're logging in.
Like daily, like your dailies aren't just points for your XP, your battle pass, but it's like, they kind of do it where they're like, if you hit the next tier, you get this, you get 5 V-Bucks, you get 10 or whatever points or whatever. Just more ways that you're like, dude, you're really like, if you spend time in the game, you could buy stuff for it that is available. That's not money required. I think it's more of a fixing a mistake, not a mistake, but a backpedal. But I thought they had a really big market with the whole mobile stuff and getting back into that space in some way. I know they're doing it with like remote plays and stuff, but I think that would be a good area to retread their steps a little bit. IP, just I guess another one that would be, I think would be as big as, if probably bigger. Probably bigger than Disney, I think. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to ask you. Nintendo. Just.
I think Disney's bigger, but Nintendo's. Which one would be willing to give it up first?
Nintendo.
I think Nintendo. Nintendo's
I don't
pretty
think
open-minded.
Disney likes having an
It was
image of
rumored.
It was already huge that they allowed it on the Switch.
It was rumored Samus was supposed to be in Fortnite.
And wasn't there any of Link? Or that was that? Okay.
Damn, Breath of the Wild glider.
Mario with a shotgun? It's me.
Chris Pratt.
I mean, Nintendo already has a lot. Like they have their gliders from Mario Kart Racing. They have Yeah, they got different things that that can be like implemented. That's not just a character, essentially.
Yeah.
Nintendo would be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Donkey Kong.
Start having like actual Mario Karts in like vehicles in the game.
Oh, in the game. Oh my god, dude. So if let's say they do Nintendo, and let's say with the Dragon Ball one, they had 4 characters. Just listen to the podcast. If they had 4 characters, what 4 characters from Nintendo would you?
Toad.
Okay. That'd be weird.
Shy Guy.
What? Okay.
This is my favorite character.
Kirby.
That'd be weird. How would that work? With the
I know he's really big. Shit.
Whenever he does grabs, does the suck up. I always like to do like the characters that are not.
I think they'd go
super.
humanoid.
Yeah, like super well known.
I think Mario.
Yeah.
Bowsette.
Ooh, sexy.
Not even canon, dude.
It is canon.
If Fortnite adds it in.
Mario. I think they're gonna go. Fuck. Who would they go? I think it'd be Mario, Peach, Link, Zelda.
No, Luigi. If they have Mario, they have Luigi.
Mario's edited version would be Luigi.
Just the color.
Yeah.
Still the same, like,
Yeah, it'd be
not
the
even height.
Yeah. It'd be a humanoid guy. It'd be whoever the main guy is.
Yeah.
The blonde guy. All right. Any other one?
Not as big, but I'm pretty surprised that Mortal Kombat's not in it yet. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, they got Predator, Alien, Terminator,
Street Fighter,
RoboCop. Yeah.
I still think it was cool that they had Predator.
What's the weirdest one? That
That Spanish guy.
Chapulín.
They have them?
Colorado, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge, like,
Yeah.
Chapulín.
it's huge in, like, the
It's the
Spanish, yeah.
I have him.
Damn.
I have them too.
That's
The
crazy.
disrespect.
When I saw him at Comic Con, I was like, "This is the guy from Fortnite." I don't know him from anything else. And so I was like, "What?" And it's just like, him? And I'm
That
like,
is
yeah,
a-
this is Fortnite.
That is a weird one. That's the weirdest one, I think.
I know another weird one. It's Beatles' favorite, the unicorn.
Oh yeah, but that's not an IP.
I know.
Original.
So I'm going to think outside of the box, outside of gaming, K-pop.
Oh,
BTS, dude.
Wow. Yeah, it would make money.
That shit would, if they did it like they did the whole soccer thing where it's like you get like the whole roster you can get and add, that's crazy to me. It makes sense though, because like the number 1 player, wasn't it a Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. That wow.
I would have the Beatles. That'd be the weirdest. Imagine all the people.
God, John Lennon with the gun.
Dude, have some of their dances, yeah, this be crazy.
Kanye. He would have a concert.
They would give him the glasses, or there would be a character item. That'd be so funny. But yeah, K-pop I think would be huge, dude. Like BTS, dude. You got like they have different outfits.
People signed up for Fortnite because of that BTS thing, whatever event that they held.
See, dude, it'd be
People
so
who don't
huge.
fucking play the game.
That is literally their biggest thing. That would be their third coming. Like, fucking, dude.
Kamala Harris, do not come.
Shit. But yeah, like if they wait a couple years, like the way they did this one, where it's like boom, the BTS, a whole nother, like it just gets revamped. People are gonna start going back into Fortnite again.
I have a ridiculous one and a more reasonable one.
Ridiculousness.
And I think both could happen. I'll start with the reasonable one. I think WWE. They're just gonna have like Triple H, Undertaker, Sting. I don't know, couple others. I know they've had John Cena, but like, I don't know, Randy Orton, some other like notable, Kane maybe.
They should have made the, and then he just turns invisible.
Yeah,
God damn it, they fucking fucked up.
The ridiculous one. I still think it's possible because it may not be anytime soon, but I think maybe by I don't know, what year is it? 2022.
2025. 3 years.
No, in 2 years. Maybe in 2 years. Maybe if not in 2 years, in 6 years. we're gonna see presidential candidates as playable characters. We're gonna see Joe Biden
Sleepy.
You're gonna see Kamala Harris. I think they'll do because you see them being on streams.
Bernie.
You saw. Oh yeah. You've seen them have their Animal Crossing islands.
Did you see the guy on TikTok? The
Martin
guy
Luther
running
King thing.
The guy running for Florida, Ken. He was doing really good on TikTok. He wanted to see if someone famous on TikTok, like really huge on TikTok, could win the election. The dude lost, but he did some funny ass shit, dude. He did one where it shows you know how they cut the fruit, and the guy. It's funny because it kind of happened that way for him, but he does a video where he cuts a fruit, then he sheeds it back into his little like knife board, and people are like, dude, you fucking like cut the fruit and didn't wash your knife before it. And so he does another edit where he does the cut, then he like rinses it behind this, this is all fast motion so you don't see it, rinses it, and then he puts it right back in. And he's like, what now? And it's like, everyone's like, oh shit. And he was doing really good. He was doing really good videos. But yeah, ultimately.
Fortnite skins.
They did that. Godzilla with a gun.
Yeah.
Hey, Godzilla coming back in 2023.
Okay.
Godzilla versus King Kong.
King Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla versus King Kong. Wait, that was Warzone had a King Kong. Yeah. They should do that in Fortnite. An event where it's just two.
That'd be cool.
Pacific Rim, dude. Dang, just have a monster and one of the robots fighting while you're just battling everyone out. And then it'll have like little monsters that you can fight with a gun. Yeah. NPCs.
I know I joke, but I think it wouldn't be huge in the same way that you're saying of escalating. But I think it would be cool would be when One Piece, if it has it, the way they would make it in game, it wouldn't be searching for Dragon Balls. It would be One Piece is all about islands, so that it would be like Fortnite changes, the map changes, and then they would be like the start of it, and then you'd see the island is more smaller islands, and each one's like a special like theme.
They've had treasure when tie in with Uncharted.
Yeah, that could be similar to that, but with because in the game in the show manga. They have fruit, and the fruit gives you powers. So maybe in this, there'll be like special fruit that gives you abilities temporarily. You can do random shit, fly, blink.
And they'll do like basic ones, like a stretch arm or something like that.
And the One Piece signature move is more popular than Kamehameha.
Yeah.
What's the...
I don't know the signature move. There was a thing on Twitter that people were saying.
Does it involve stretching his arms?
What?
The signature move does it involve stretching his arms?
Wait, which thing are you talking about?
There was a thing on Twitter that blew up because some guy said, "Oh, One Piece, the guy Luffy's signature move is more recognizable than the Kamehameha."
Oh, yeah. His signature. It's okay. So each of his levels. It's sort of equivalent, but it's easy to say it's like his Super Saiyan modes. He has gears. He'll say Gear 2, Gear 3. It's his forms, and so he's in a form where. He can harden his skin, and so it's like black, and then he can in that part of where they said its signature is just he's done variations of it where it's just that fist, and he makes it massive. He puts all of his size into the fist, and he just comes at you like it's a comet. And in the latest version, he has it where it's a comet almost, but there's an aura around it, and it's on fire.
Damn.
And it's just like this thing the size of an island. Literally, I'm not even joking. Like, it's the size of the island coming at that dragon guy.
Damn.
And, like, that's, like, his signature move.
And you know what Goku does? Teleports behind him.
No, he does... Spirit Bomb!
Fucking 10 episodes later.
Eren Yeager.
You know what his signature move is? Fuck with you in the past.
Fucking hell, dude. Genocide? Fuck, yeah. Dude, fuck. Shit.
Yeah.
It's the what is it called? The
rumbling?
song? Yeah, the rumbling.
Yeah, what if they did Attack on Titan?
I know they did it for Call of Duty.
You know what would be so cool?
Do it for Attack on Titan?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
like for like the harpoon guns and like
if they did Attack on Titan and when it's closing in, one side of the map is just like the rumbling. And so if you don't get like, even if you're surviving the storm,
All
if that
sides.
shit comes down,
All sides. It's just coming from
that is the
You just see clouds, and then as it gets closer, to
rumbling. And at the end of it, like if they're down to like, you see the body version of
Aaron.
Yeah, like that big old.
You're not saying like, if I lose it all, slip and fall, I will never.
2007. Yeah. Well, I think BTS though.
I think
BTS
outside of
They need to do something because they're gonna lose it. If they don't do something.
I think if it's not collabs and stuff, I think the next big thing that they could do is the VR stuff.
All I'm saying is, I'm still gonna say Fortnite is in the best position for the metaverse. Best. Concerts, movies, kids fucking dancing in your fucking
Skins.
That's worse than the fucking phone in the movie theater. Kid dancing when I'm trying to watch Inception.
That's the guy from
Fuck
Fortnite.
away, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you could watch episodes of Dragon Ball
Yeah.
in Fortnite.
In Fortnite, the way it was intended.
By Christopher
Better
Nolan.
Call Saul.
Though I feel like those shows, the Vince Gilligan shows, have repopularized flip phones. I'm like, what time period do we live in? Like everyone has. They're like, this is.
Dude, this shit cracks me up. James and McGill Esquire, how may be a service?
He's a phenomenal actor.
Oh yeah, dude. I hope he's never won. Oh, he's won?
He won. What were you saying for Oscars?
Or just like Golden Globes or Emmys.
He won one recently. Him and Kim.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're both good.
Yeah. She did amazing. All right.
My topic.
Your topic.
Gamescom.
2022.
Gamescom. I think we said in the beginning of the podcast, but it's still going on. Goes until the 28th. I think it's Sunday. But I wanted to talk about like opening night. Opening night. They've announced quite a few different games.
You want me to go through them?
Yes, please. I was actually about to open it up.
So I'm referring to Kotaku's article. Everything we saw at Gamescom opening night. Let's start off with Monkey Island. Return to Monkey Island. First properly good entry in the Escape from Monkey Island since 1997 is coming out September 19th.
Damn.
Do you guys have any history or interest in Monkey Island?
So I know it was like a point and click game where like you kind of got into the next map and you had the point and click and it'll be like, that's a clue for this. That's a clue for that. Did you want to move to the next map? And I've enjoyed those games before. There was one where it's like a detective dog and bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, something in Max. I know that much. Yeah, they've always been good, really fun. I don't know though. Like, I think I'm at a point in my life where I honestly have no more interest in them though. So I probably won't even not on my radar.
Okay, Jang.
I've only played Heroes Quest. One of the Heroes Quest, like, it's fucking old. I'm talking about worse than 8-bit. It was like on the PC.
Okay.
It was fun. I mean, I want to play Grim Fandango one of these days, but Monkey Island as well.
Okay. Next up, I think they had teased this earlier and they just showed more of a trailer. New Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh yeah.
October 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was let down by the, not the Wonderland, Tina's Wonderland, the one just before that, 3. Yeah.
Well, this is like those Telltale games.
Yeah, but I have zero interest in Borderlands in general.
Okay.
Not my style of game.
Okay.
Yeah. I tried Borderlands 2, did not like it.
This is like Walking Dead.
Oh.
Like the click ones,
Yeah.
the story ones.
Maybe, because usually they have good stories.
Yeah.
So
The last one I played was the Batman one, and that was a really good story. They had 2 seasons. The thing that I liked about those was they incorporated like a Jackbox element where if you were like with a group of friends, it's like you were watching it and then you could all vote for what you wanted the story to be, and then it was like everyone pick like on your phone like a Jackbox. So I was like, there's a group play method that I thought worked well.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys in the sense that I don't care about the story of Borderlands, so that's like the main thing here. So I'm like, okay, why? Homeworld 3. This is like the spaceship
RTS.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any experience with it, so yeah.
The second one has really good reviews, but I have no interest in playing it.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Dead Island 2.
Yeah. I mean, was let down obviously by the first one. It was like early release, and they never really did anything with it. So they just had a bunch of like issues. And they've been slowly teasing this one, so I'm a little interested. They re-teased it for that Goat Simulator game.
Yeah,
they had like the whole intro made it feel like it was this game again.
This is probably the game I was most excited to hear about. Lies of P.
Oh,
I'm not
the Bloodborne Pinocchio style Pinocchio.
Oh, is that the one? I was thinking of like Life of Pi.
Yeah. I don't know how that would be a game. This is a guy in a boat and a tiger. The visuals look cool. The gameplay looks interesting. I think it's, for me, going to be how it feels.
Yeah, because there is the whole Mortal shell, where it looked nice, but it's like clunky.
Yeah. It
doesn't feel smooth the way like a Bloodborne game would feel.
I'm down. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I'm hopeful for this one. It looks... I don't know what this one is. The indie game about Baba Yaga, Blacktail.
Baba Yaga is like a boogeyman, right?
Yeah,
it's John Wick.
It's like a first-person kind of Skyrim-esque, like looking viewpoint control, but like the world is really trippy.
No interest.
Looks interesting. And then there was some quick hits. They showed a new cinematic for next year's next big Destiny expansion, Lightfall. And in this one, the big hook, it's like the next big milestone. They have seasons in between, but in this one, there's a new subclass, and it's like dark themed. It's like the way the style of it looked is it's poison.
Oh, okay.
So like the hunter gets like a scorpion style like thing to throw. The Titan has like sharp spikes sticking out his arm, and the warlock had something poisony. I forget what it was.
Cloud,
maybe. But it's a new subclass. So I don't know. I think I'm at a point now with Destiny where the seasons don't entice me as much, but I liked that last expansion a lot, and I'll probably come back for that just to keep up with like what I've been missing. But I can't do the grind as often as I used to. Just like the time I have to play games has become so little that I'm like.
I know I can fall back into it.
Yeah.
Because I've done it like this tower fantasy game, but I'm trying to like stay away from all the games that like allow me to do that, because then it just gets away from everything else.
They showed a little bit more of Sonic Frontiers. That's supposed to come out later this year.
Yeah, that open world Sonic game.
Mm-hmm.
Little interest, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's more like I'd rather see how it's received.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I don't like the 3D Sonics too often. I think the last one I liked was the one with Shadow.
Yeah.
The first one with him, Adventures.
Because what I've seen so far, it feels like it looks like it's a worse version of the way Pokemon is, this Arceus, where it's like very just bland worlds, and you're just running through it. Like there isn't much to do.
Yeah. Goat Simulator showed a new gameplay trailer. Genshin Impact 3.0 shows a new trailer.
Yeah.
I like the story in those. Like the grind part was hit or miss, but the story was cool. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
Gotham Knights will be earlier than expected.
Oh, wow.
October 21st.
Was it going to get released with anything specific? I wonder if they're trying to beat the game before.
I don't know.
That's
I
crazy.
don't think it's going to do well.
Yeah, I don't think
I feel like
70.
Arkham Origins had that multiplayer. That was like their like test of that, and that was a horrible ass fucking multiplayer game.
some other random games. There's a Dune Awakening. It's like a beta test RPG.
Okay.
Looked interesting.
I'll have to check it out.
Friends versus Friends. It's like a weird art style game. Oh, I think. Oh, it's okay. Think of that one game that came out recently with the. What was it called? It was like the shooting, but it had cards. And it was like very white, neon white.
Neon white, yeah.
This looks like that, but it's very colorful, cartoony, with cards involved in the shooting and gameplay. It seems interesting. The shooting art style looks a lot more like Borderlands.
Okay.
So imagine like Borderlands, neon white, and a card game.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Lord of the Fallen. It's an action role-playing game. It's going to be out next year sometime. It was like a cinematic trailer of like this medieval stuff.
It sounds interesting. I like the name of it.
Cinematics, like, I'm always like, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But if I know nothing else about it, I'm like, who knows what this could be?
I'm interested.
They're doing another Moving Out game, Moving Out 2. That was a big popular indie game. A bunch of other games that we've never heard of, not much known.
I think Moving Out 2 will be at PAX, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, it will.
I think.
The Callisto Protocol
Yeah.
will be released December 2nd.
Oh wow. Who's
That's yours. You have it.
It looks like Dead Space, the gameplay.
Yeah,
It's very
has
Dead
potential to
Jesus
be
Christ, this
really
is like
good.
Dead Space.
Better get fucking 30 points, bro.
Potential to be good.
Better get fucking 30 points, bro.
There also contains the chemo of brutally beheading aliens, and there's a new mutation system as well.
Isn't it in the PUBG universe?
I think so.
Yeah, there was something weird about it.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of weird, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is getting a video game. Those clowns are creep the shit out of me.
I like the idea, but I'm not gonna play it. Zero interest.
Yeah, zero.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play. There's this like tactics turn-based. It looks XCOM style, called Moonbreaker.
Oh shit.
It's like steampunk sci-fi, but they're like, you know how Smash Bros. The toy pieces, that's how they're placed on the game board. It looks weird. It looks interesting. It's coming out in Steam in early access September 29th. So hopefully at PAX we'll see this. Telltale's doing The Expanse.
Yeah.
The sci-fi show.
I know Adam from Mythbusters.
Yeah.
He was one that was very interested. He's part of the show. Like, he's been in the show. He really enjoyed it. It seems interesting. I've never watched it, though.
Oh, I've heard great things about the show. Like, yeah, it's one of those that I'm like, I keep putting off.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Like Better Call Saul?
no, not like that. I put it off for one season.
Next episode, I finished The Expanse. Amazing show.
5 seasons, easy. Easy. You can do one a day. One season a day. High on Life. It's
cool.
It's a It's a comedy first-person shooter from one of the guys behind Rick and Morty.
Oh shit!
Where like they show the guns.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the gun, the one side facing you has like a face. So
yeah, it looks interesting.
It's really trippy. Bunch of other weird stuff, and then there's a Pokemon car. It's a mini. It's like
Mini Cooper.
It's this mini and Pokemon concept car, and that was revealed, and it's on sale.
Wow. So
that's what they showed.
There was just one thing I wanted to bring up because it was very interesting to me. It's the I thought it was Neil Blomkamp.
Blomkamp.
Let's see. Whoops. Where are you?
I want to do the not the whole unboxing, but I want to do the boot collector one on stream to end them. What do you find that?
Let's see. What if I type in video game? Video game. Maybe no longer. The only thing I'm seeing is a game called Off the Grid, and it's a battle royale NFT game. Never mind. No interest. I lied. I'm a liar. A filthy
So
liar.
there's nothing with Neil Blum?
No, there is. It's a battle royale NFT game.
Ooh la la.
That's a lot of packs.
Ooh la
Wait, what are
la.
the black ones? Those are packs?
Yeah, these are
And what's that gold one or the silver one?
these
that
are
you have?
draft boosters.
And that's a regular pack?
This is a collector booster. Every card in there is a foil.
Wow. So those are the ones you want.
Those, yeah, they're pricey by themselves. So of that set, that's really expensive.
Yeah.
One of these is $60.
One set.
This,
Yeah,
if
it's
I were to get
$60.
of that set,
Yeah.
was like $60 to $80. But the cards in it
Be worth.
you could get a really shitty pack, but I kept seeing people doing like, let's see how much we value. Most of them were like, we got $80 or $90 worth out of it.
Oh, in the whole thing. Okay.
In the thing, but it was higher. Normally these go for like anywhere from like $15 to $25 for one of these.
Yeah.
But those other ones, they can range from $3 to $8
Okay.
for a regular pack. Was there anything else for Gamescom? I was gonna do this to just end the thing.
Yeah, no, nothing else for Gamescom.
Did anything excite you? Like big picture? Was it like whatever? For me,
I mean,
it was kind of like if anything cool comes out, but I didn't have anything thinking there'd be a big moment.
Yeah.
I'm not really excited about any game that's coming out in the near future.
Like this year?
maybe like that storybook one, that indie game,
Oh yeah.
but like mainstream game, I don't think I'm really. Maybe FromSoft's next game, whatever that's completed supposedly, but I'm not excited about any game.
I didn't remember how you felt about the new God of War.
Whatever.
And The Last of Us remastered. Yeah. Okay.
Damn. There's more info on like Forsaken, which I think they pushed back,
Yeah,
right?
next year.
But like the beginning of next year, right?
Or yeah, Q1 or something.
Yeah. They're expanded more on like how like it's gonna play, and they have what they're calling as a Devil May Cry style scoring system with spell combos, and like there's over 100 spells and abilities, so it's gonna be like very.
Breath of the Wild 2.
I think I'm gonna be excited of like those
clips.
those
That one
clips.
guy?
Yeah, like the what is it? Shanghai. Yeah,
Legend.
yeah, Shanghai Legend, and there's one other guy too. Very excited.
Let's go. Is that
Foil
good?
dragon.
This is a token.
That's a dragon.
Oh.
I don't know what you're
It's a
talking
fairy
about. No, that's a fucking
It's
dragon.
banned though, right?
Well, there's something behind it.
That was the back of the pack.
Damn.
But what? There's. Yeah. Okay.
foil cards?
It's a treasure. Got it.
Cool, dude.
That's another dragon. I can't really tell that. Oh, okay. That's a person lighting fire. I can't read it. So it's too small. That's a dude shooting a bow.
Nailed
It's a hunter looking at a tree.
Are these all like different colors too?
That's Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Zombie mode.
The mana.
Yeah, they're so far I drew like some white card, some green card, black card. The mana dictates it.
It's Captain America. Zombie mode. It's a warrior after defeat.
This is gold.
Really?
Hollow Land?
Oh no.
No, it is.
Oh,
I like Hollow Land.
Okay.
Like Hollow Lands are like, ooh. I'm gonna make my deck
fancy.
foil.
You're gonna make an all
Is that
foil
all-
one.
Is that blue?
This one's blue. Yeah, Island.
His 41st deck is gonna be
Whenever I get a deck where I want it, I'm like, what? How do I want my land to look in this
all
deck?
foil.
Well, you don't even have to put it in a blue deck because mana. Some certain cards don't need a specific mana color. So just slip one in, you know.
Ooh. This is a good one. When it's like bronze, that's like mythic. And
Oh,
this is a
shit.
mythic. I do not have this one.
What,
Nice.
What color is that?
This one white.
Okay.
Grandmaster of Flowers.
Damn. Anything Grandmasters.
Flower boy.
So if he can make himself grow, and if he reaches the number 7, he starts at 3. If he reaches 7, he's also a dragon god creature.
What the?
So.
What the?
This is a new deck right here.
What?
And then is there a new ability once he turns into a dragon god creature?
No, he keeps those abilities plus he's a dragon god.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
So if it's
Damn.
if it's
Fucking
not
angel.
foil,
Uh-huh.
it's borderless. And that's so this one's like, and then some of them are borderless and foil.
The Borderlands look fucking sick, dude. They should do a fucking game, like a card game where it's just all borderless. That shit looks fucking sick.
I don't have that. I don't have either of them.
Wait, that's not foiled.
Yeah, it's borderless.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Some of these-
that one was so natural it didn't even look. That's also not foil.
So this one in the D&D set, they'll have alternate art styles on some of them, where it's like D&D, like dungeon manual style.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gargoyle?
Manticore. It's like This is a rim shield frost giant. He's very good at rims.
So is
Giant one.
I mean I could tell that it's alternate because of the coloring. It's not like fully colored in. But that's not a general.
Like, unlike normally, like the frame of the card, like
Yeah.
the only part that's a different art style is inside here. Everything else is like a standard template.
Right.
This is like the whole card is like a different color,
Gotcha. Okay.
texture, and all that.
That one looks cool.
That looks like a Final Fantasy.
Is that a elf? Elven?
It's a elf shaman.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this is your class.
Damn.
And so if it says legendary, that means it can be the leader of a deck. So like I can build a deck around her if I wanted.
So
That's the
commander.
42nd. That's a 42nd deck then.
Yeah. I gotta double check. I may be off with the 40 thing. I think it's closer to like 20, like
Okay.
26 to 30.
Okay,
That's still
that's
that's still a shit ton.
It's a lot.
It's
40 is 20 and 40 two different.
I would.
20 is still a lot.
I'd say it's somewhere between the high 20s or the low 30s.
That's still a lot.
Ooh,
This
this is a land.
Okay.
And in the Dungeons and Dragons set, they made some lands look like the D&D manual covers.
Nice.
And I only have 2 of them, and there's like
Nice.
a bunch. This one I do not have. This is pretty cool.
Let me see. Oh, nice.
Nice.
This one's really cool. Temple of the Dragon Queen.
And that's the last card? Oh, no.
There's 2 of them.
Damn.
I don't have either of these 2. Holy shit, this one.
It's purple.
No, like, look at the way the rays.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Very nice.
Damn.
It's a good pick.
Fancy.
It's a good pick.
Fancy.
I gotta put these lands in the deck.
42nd,
You're like, right
43rd,
now.
44th.
Right now, you're putting your finger oils all over that shit.
Okay, I double sleep. Very good.
Nice.
Thank you. Cheers. Modelo time?
It finished. Finished.
Next week.
Next. Yeah, at the convention. So yeah, we'll record next week's episode before we go to the PAX, and then after episode 487,
Not go to sleep.
then
You
we'll
know,
do
like the Fortnite picks last year, it's going to be playmats this year. It's rolled up.
Jean-Claude Van Damme time cop is looking for me. I got all the different cops looking for me. Where can people find you guys?
They can find me at Cold Marmalade, all social media.
Find me at PAX next week at The Last Bosses everywhere except Twitter at The Lost Bosses.
You guys can find me in the Magic Dome. Schooling some kids. Chumping some fools. At Cujo Prime. But you can find us all at the Weekly DLC. And until next time, Will.
DLC.
You later.
Yeah.